Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Life is Strange 2, where episode 4 is finally released. We can finally find out what happens next for our heroes, whose names are definitely Sean and Daniel, I think? I remember, like, when I started episode 3, I remembered I should have looked up the names first, because it's just such a long period of time between each episode. But I think by now I remember their names, other than Big Wolf and Little Wolf. Now, the last episode, like, the ending of episode 1 and the ending of episode 2, both kind of have a similar feel to it, in that, they kind of end with, Sean and Daniel on the road, on the run again. Whereas episode 3 has a much more cliffhanger ending. Like, just a huge cliffhanger, considering everybody is just unconscious. Sean, the older brother, has, like, a glass shard in his eye. Some people might be dead. Clearly based on the trailer, we know that Sean has been caught by the police. But it's hard to tell whether the police even understand what happened. Like, if you were a police officer and you were looking at the cam footage from the squad car, how would you explain the death of the officer that happened that day? Especially when you consider the people involved. Like, there would be a lot of questions that Sean and Daniel are avoiding having to answer by being on their road trip. Also, Steve Ho at the Wild Mice Ranch. Eesh. Alright. Let's continue the game. Get ourselves our, I probably mentioned this before, but these introductions that use the Big Wolf and Little Wolf analogies, and they're nice, they're artistic, they fit the theme, but it would be nice to have names, because sometimes it's easy to forget the names of these characters, especially if you haven't seen them for a while. So, like, the name of the guy that allowed them to hitchhike is pretty much gone because they're just referring to them as Wolf Brothers. But let him continue.
And they had to go on the run. That's when the big brother discovered that the little one was not an ordinary wolf, but a super wolf. They discovered a secret hideout where they could train day and night. They were happy. But the little wolf got very sick, and they had to move on. The brothers made it to the home of their ancestors, and the old wolves took care of them.
Alright, so that's when the grandparents were helping out.
Were hot on their trail and found them. The brothers had nowhere to stay again, so they decided to keep going south. They soon entered the old forest of the giants, where they met a pack of stray dogs.
So, just a forest.
Secret farm.
Where they made cannabis.
And worked hard to stock up on gold for the future.
Like, it can't be money, it has to be gold.
And everybody loved the little wolf.
Okay, hold on. Which dog represents which person in the camp?
His power was growing too. The little wolf was more and more confident.
That was a good scene. The raising of the giant tree from the bottom of the lake was pretty awesome.
The big brother hooked up with a cool she-dog.
Ah.
They had their own adventures. Suddenly, the mean farmers who owned the land tried to hurt the brothers. The little cub was injured. He transformed into a super wolf.
Oh yeah, Daniel was shot. I forgot about that. Daniel was
Big
shot.
brother was badly wounded.
He's got glass in his eye.
Worse, he didn't know where the little cub was.
Alright. I don't know. I still probably would prefer a previously on Life is Strange 2. And then you get different clips that highlight your own specific choices. Much like The Walking Dead. It's interesting how this game kind of like highlights the wild outdoors. Like it's very much an outdoors adventure more than it is necessarily about like okay, so it's a outdoors adventure just as much as it is a story about these two brothers.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was a bad idea.
Daniel. No way. It's all good.
Wish I'd listened when you tried to stop me from going with Finn. I was too pissed.
It's okay, dude. You're my brother.
Now is this Sean dreaming or Daniel dreaming?
So, why don't you come and get me?
This is Sean dreaming.
I'm alone, Sean. I don't know what to do.
Okay. So this is episode 4. There's only one more episode
Don't
left.
get so close to that edge.
So I am guessing that this episode will end
Yes. I swear.
with Sean and Daniel reuniting with their estranged mother. That is my prediction right now. Because it has to happen. Like they've been hinting at it for a while, and it can't just happen. Ooh, oh, okay. So then another possibility of when it could happen is when they actually arrive in Mexico, and thusly that the house in Mexico. The reason why the dad owns
I keep having these nightmares since I came
that house in Mexico is because that's where his wife lives.
Can't even focus on the page. This sucks ass, man.
Was in a coma for weeks. Ooh. Blind and fucked. In police custody, going to jail soon. Hospitals freak me out. Hate this. Where's Daniel? I'm scared. In a coma for weeks. Wow, that hit him harder than expected. Try to draw to kill time. This room is like a cage, but I suck now. No depth perception. No art, no shit. Focusing equals immediate migraine. Special Secret Agent Flores. She's trying to bond with me. Trap or trust me. So fucked. Cops still can't find Daniel after the explosion. So he's out there alone. Hold on, that's April 2017, April 3rd. Okay, I'm going in order of timeline. Happy birthday, Daniel, wherever you are, Anano. April 15th. Claire and Steven sent me a nice letter. So lonely I read it twice. Weird how I miss them now. So cool to hear from Captain Spirit, too. Glad he's doing fine. Okay, so because of my good deeds in episode 2, everybody's happy. My Joey sketch doesn't look bad. So glad he's around. Wish I could hear Cass play again. All those songs are gone, but not our time together. Also, is Cass alive? That's unclear. Notice I didn't mention her name until now. I definitely did not forget it. I fucked Daniel up. I let Finn become his brother. When I was to be the brother. Shall we try to draw? Let's try to... this might give him a headache. but let's try. Hmm? Hmm? Ooh? Oh, I was gonna say, like, that's not as much as interesting of a of a portrait to draw. Then, how is this? I wonder if the observation aspect of it, this is going to change. Hmm.
So
It looks like
hard to focus. Gotta practice way more. Not giving up.
a little bit of his
I guess
perspective is
that's an
off
okay
there.
start. But I can keep going.
And what is this occlusion going on? Oh, that's the left eye. Ah, that's the lack. That is an excellent art depiction there. Like it's not obstructing your view of the game, but it's still reminding you that I'll draw a staircase. Do I have to look at something to draw a staircase? Gotta be hopeful. I mean, like, you can't just, just accept the fate that you've been handed and be like,
Wish I could
I'm
find the
trapped here.
highway to freedom.
Oh yeah, the highway to freedom is going to be down, I-45. Just take a left. Hop on the expressway, take your right to freedom. Let's see. We got leftovers. Looks scrumptious.
This must be my punishment.
A sinner's sandwich. Ah, Cassidy.
I miss Cass so much.
So she is still
Wish I
alive.
could hold her.
Howdy, city boy. Bet you're surprised to hear from me. I found out we were in the same hospital from the police after we were questioned when I was checked out a month ago. So I took the chance to write and hope you get this. Wish I could say everything I want, but you never know who's reading, right? If anybody else is reading this, fuck you. I truly hope you're okay after what happened. As for me, I don't remember much except the explosion at Merrill's office. Then I woke up in the hospital with blunt trauma, healing, and what the doctors call blast lung injury. Ugh, hurting. Just glad that I can still play guitar and sing, not that I feel like it. You learn a shitload about medicine stuck in a hospital bed. As I'm sure you know, my sweet compadre, still working on that Espanol, miss my lessons and my teacher. You probably know more about what's going on than me, but Hannah, Penny, and I were released without charges. The police were stoked to bust a farm of drug traffickers rather than us gutter punkers toiling in the field. We asked about you and Daniel, but got no answers. Surprise. So with Finn and you gone, our Rail family is kind of broken up. They're probably better off without Finn anyway. Now we're just a lonely trio, train hopping up and down the state, but it feels like we're going in a loop to nowhere. Hannah and Penny, the Swedish people left. Arn's the same, and we fight too much. I'm not even sure we'll be together for much longer. Shit changes, right? Maybe I'll have a whole new set of blues songs for the road. I know you're going to trial soon over the Seattle situation, and you'll get the justice and freedom you deserve. You and Daniel are amazing brothers, and I hope you find your way home soon. I hope we can swim naked under our new moonlights. It's a big world, and maybe we'll meet again someday. I'll always be singing your song. I hope we can meet again in similar situations as well. Yeah, and the tattoo. Yeah. Alright, so we got Cassidy letter, we got TV. Let's see, we got Agent Flores' card.
Thanks for the card, Agent.
The
Can't wait to text
FBI.
her.
Yep, it would make a lot of sense for the FBI to be involved considering the events. Which also makes me wonder if the FBI consider this as almost related to the events of Life is Strange 1. The unexplained destruction of the town, of Arcadia Bay. Or if there are other events like this happening around the country.
Can't catch shit. Zero depth perception. Goodbye, sports. Yay. Stupid reality shows.
Yeah. Show those reality shows who's boss. I wonder what I'm supposed to do, though. Call the nurse. Okay.
I'm supposed to call the nurse when I'm done eating. Guess I'm done.
You just push the button, kid. Like, the nurse isn't just going to, like, appear right away. Like...
Man, this room drives me nuts. Talking to someone would be at least a change.
Also, he lost his gorgeous hair. It'll grow back, but...
Good day, sunshine.
Why, hello, sir.
Hey, man.
That looks like it might have been food. Hard to tell.
Ha ha. Never heard that before.
Oh, somebody is in a bad mood.
Sorry, Joey. Not feeling it today.
I don't blame you. But maybe I got something to cheer you up.
Pecans and chocolate?
Uh-oh. There's that smile.
Yeah.
So how you feeling today? Any headaches? Socket pain?
No. It's all good.
Well, this is your final test before... you know.
Before, this is your final trial before your next trial.
Check me out to juvie. Yeah.
Okay, let's...
Because unfortunately, he doesn't have a parental guardian.
Don't blink.
Well, I suppose he...
Just stare at the light.
Depending on his, like, let's say for some reason the game
Yes.
ends here.
Nice retina response. Okay.
And he
Now,
never meets up with
try
Daniel,
to follow
and
the light as
he
well
just
as you
goes
can.
on with life. Ooh,
Come on,
no.
Sean. You've been there
Ooh.
before. Good. Good.
I feel like I'm being given a tutorial at the beginning of a first-person shooter.
Straining too hard?
Nah. I just can't really focus today.
But yeah, like, if he goes on to juvie,
Remember, to see
I
how
could
things on the
imagine
outside,
the grandparents
you gotta turn your
possibly
head more.
taking him in, but at the same
Yes.
time, there's no guarantee on that one.
Good, Sean. Now try to align your pen with mine.
I'll try.
No rush. This is tough.
Ooh. He's testing depth. Like, that's obviously too close.
Your depth perception will always be affected, so you gotta try harder.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. It's hard.
Come on.
Yeah, that's enough. Too much stress on you and your eye. But remember, your depth perception will always be affected.
Clearly, that is... And the thing is, like, this is a game that's being presented in 2D. So, like, it doesn't even need a try to, patient cleared.
I'm a pirate without a patch. Arr.
I'd be more worried if you weren't such a smart ass. You can try, but you can't rig the exam, Sean. It's time we release you. Sorry. Your vision has improved a lot. Now, you don't really have severe side effects anymore.
Yeah. That's just great.
I do have to tell them the truth. But first, let's...
It's
clean
it's an eventuality.
Sure hope you're watching the door like your phone.
Come on. He ain't going nowhere.
Great.
All I do is watch him.
Yes, true. Your job.
It's Flores, special
Do
agent.
you mind if we talk alone?
Mind if I finish with my patient?
He looks good for now, right? Just come back when I'm finished with him.
Sure.
I already don't like Agent Flores.
I'll swing by later,
Choosing
Sean.
her own job over the health of the patients involved.
Stay cool.
Stay frosty. I wonder if I'm given the option to tell her the truth.
So, how are you feeling today, Mr. Diaz?
Amazing. Did you find Daniel?
I want to go over this again.
What? I've been telling the same fucking story for 3 weeks. How much longer?
Until it makes
I
sense.
wonder which story
Until you
he's
get
been
it right.
telling.
So, silence isn't gonna help you now. Listen close, Sean. Tomorrow you're going to Jolena Shore and you'll be arraigned in court for the murder of a Seattle police officer. You might spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can
Wait,
talk to me.
hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. The rest of... Is he being tried as an adult?
I didn't kill anyone. The end.
So,
Yeah, show them...
who did?
Well, he did
You
kill
don't
the
know.
neighbor. Like, on...
It's just-
That's...
Was Daniel involved? Is that why you can't talk?
No
Like,
way.
he
Then you're
shoved the
absolutely
neighbor,
sure
and
that
the
you'll go after
neighbor
the officer.
fell backwards onto the rock. And died that way. So at the very least, Sean is guilty of manslaughter. Unfortunately, I was talking, so I missed what she said. Let's see. He was killed. I'm sure that was referring to the officer, or are you kidding? That Daniel is being blamed.
Are you shitting me? That officer freaked out and shot him. In front of me?
Okay,
Dead.
I think I chose well.
Just guilty of being... Who knows?
I hear you, but you sure you didn't get upset and go after the officer? It happens.
Can you explain the vehicle moving?
Look at me.
Okay, let's just jump ahead. Tell me what happened in that farm in Humboldt. The place looks like a tornado wiped it out.
I have a feeling the
So
FBI are
many
not aware,
times.
actually.
I have no clue why the place was trashed. I passed out.
Plus 3 seriously wounded.
Okay,
along
so
with you.
Sean isn't
And
actually
a
telling about
missing
his
child.
Daniel's
Nobody's
special powers.
statement matches with each other. Sean, throw me a bone here. Can't you see I want to help?
So you haven't found my brother.
We might have some leads. You can help by telling me the truth.
Okay. Fuck.
Ooh, do I get an option?
Whose idea was it?
It was Finn's.
Or yours? Huh?
I'm going to throw Finn
It
under
was
the
his
bus.
idea to rip off Marrow.
Did he force you to help? Or did you go along with it?
He lied. I didn't
Yeah.
want to help.
And he
got
said he was,
I
yeah,
swear.
Yeah.
Swear. I didn't think anything like this was gonna happen.
Nobody does, Sean. Until it's too late.
Yeah. Now I know.
And what about Cassidy? She planned all this with Finn?
no.
She was against this stupid plan. She had nothing to do with it.
Your friends are learning the hard way.
They didn't deserve it.
They didn't deserve it. We all make mistakes.
Although,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
well, some
Like, they
mistakes are
did
worse than
choose to
others.
work for
By the
Cabinus
way,
Farm,
We contacted
which
your
by
grandparents
itself is
in
already
Europe.
dangerous.
They can visit you after you're transferred. Might be a while, but you do have a support group.
Okay.
We couldn't track down your mother, though. Sorry.
Good. What about Daniel? You said you had leads.
I said might. Hold on. I gotta take this call.
So she interrupts my healing process. Oh, nope.
Sorry, Finn. She didn't want anything. Wonder
Wait,
what
her
Mary
name
did
is
to
Lucy
cause that
Rose
problem.
Jones.
Sorry, Hannah. Hope the cops didn't mess with Penny. Prison would fuck him up.
Yep. Yeah, prison's not exactly good for anybody, though, so.
the rules, hon. No, honey. I told you I was gonna be away for a while. I'm sorry, okay? You gotta be good. Okay. Pon a la abuelita on the phone, please. Yeah. I love you. Hola, mamá. Sí. Es que... No sé. Todavía estoy en el hospital y... Sí. Sí. Mañana por la noche. Mi vuelo sale a las 9. No.
I don't think I speak enough Spanish to understand her.
Todo el día con la playbox. Pero no quiero que se vengan, por favor.
But I get the impression that she's talking possibly to her kid, and she's telling them that she can't get home.
Un beso. Sorry about that.
Okay. So what's going on with Daniel? You really have leads?
Yes, we do. That's our job. The Bureau put his
That's our
profile out
job.
over 4 states. So we are on the case.
For how long? It's been over 2 months. How are you gonna find him?
We have a lot of people looking for your brother. Trust me. We want to find him too.
And make him
Yeah.
pay for his
So you
crimes.
can lock him up too, right? Whatever.
Anyway, thanks for talking to me.
Interesting how her
I'll be back
focus with
tomorrow
her
to take you
questioning
to Julina Shore.
is more specific for what happened on the farm rather than what happens with the police officer, because really that's the crime that they would be answering for. Is not like it's not for the drug traffickers. Like, who cares about the drug traffickers? Like, Sean got injured permanently. Daniel might be missing
Look out.
somewhere,
I have
gunshot
to
wound.
guard the guard now. Love it. Sit down so we can get this show going. So, how did your interview with Scully go?
I'm free or interrogation?
Great. Detective Flores said I'm free to go. Woohoo.
Oh, this shit is all wrong, man. You've been out of the garden for 3 weeks now. We talk every day. I can see that you're a good person.
That kind of reminds me of there's a movie called Cookie's Fortune, where the aforementioned Cookie dies, and people are wondering where her inheritance is going to go, and how she died, how like it was murdered, and they're blaming a specific person for the murder, and this one guy goes, "Oh, he didn't kill Cookie," and someone's like, "How do you know the person didn't kill Cookie?" And the guy's like, "I fished with him."
Thanks, Joey. Want to tell that to the judges?
I'm just saying, you don't deserve this. Now let's check this out.
Now,
The
did they
hair is coming
model
along
the...
nice. Just gotta keep it clean for the next week or so. Simple.
That's great.
Seen the shrink this morning? What did she say?
Nothing I want to hear. This will take time and rehab, Sean. You have to process first. Ugh. I can tell myself that shit.
Clearly, I'm no therapist, but I've nursed patients with your injury. They all turned their anger into energy. You will too. Plus, the glass eye tech is pretty cool now. Things change, Sean.
I hear you. I'm trying to be positive.
It would, I admit, it would be, like, being positive
I
in this
know.
game
I
is as
don't.
easy as hitting a button.
Promise there's a truth
Being
to this
positive in
story.
real life, based on
Now,
that
as for
events,
your
that's
wound, this is
definite
the
work.
last time you hear this from me. You have to
Also-
clean it with sterile gauze and saline solution.
Sterile gauze, saline solution, check. There's a lot of electrical outlets right next to the bed. Ooh, that's some juicy saline solution rubbing.
Coat the area using the swab and cream.
Am I going to have to remember all this? Also, hold on. is this going to be a problem for Sean as the
Wrap it
story
up with
continues?
clean dressing.
Because I presume there's going to be a point in time in which Sean is
Remember,
back on the
you
road.
gotta do this.
4 times a day.
For how long?
I won't forget.
I'm sorry about everything, Sean. Wish I could have done more.
Dude, you saved my ass here. You're the only one I trust. It really helped.
Cool. I'm glad when I can make a Oh, shit. Emergency. I'm out. And no smoke break. Let's say our goodbye tomorrow.
You could say,
Sean, check out that towel. Got your name all over it.
oh? Did he smuggle something in? Also, his smoke break is smoked.
Joey, you are her boss.
Joey's pen.
Joey's the only one who helped me get through this shit.
Where is he storing that pen? Like, these things don't have... Okay, he's not in one of those, like, hospital gowns. So there might be pockets. Yeah, you probably shouldn't poke at it. Oof. That angle does not make it look so good. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see what he smuggled in. Wait, hold on.
Damn. Just want to get out of here. Yep. My art is trash now.
That reminds me of my art, too.
Glad Steven's leg is better. Must be tough on Claire.
Sean, we are grateful that you are safe and awake. The police contacted us when we were found unconscious in Humboldt County. We weren't allowed to visit you in the hospital, but we want you to recover ASAP. The doctors say that you woke up from that coma stronger than before. The most important thing now is to find Daniel. We are helping the police any way we can. They really want to help find him too, Sean. Hopefully this reflects well during your trial. We know this must be hard for you after everything you and your brother have been through. You're both in our thoughts and prayers every day and night. Remember, you are our family and we love you. We hope to visit you in Jelena Shore as soon as we can. P.S. Chris insisted to write a little note. It's attached to this letter. He doesn't know Daniel is missing. Oh.
Don't know if we'll ever come back, Chris.
I hope... Hi, Sean and Daniel.
Superhero.
I hope you're okay. I'm fine, but I miss both of you a lot. When are you coming back? Dad has been better lately. That's good. He didn't really seem that great in The Adventures of Captain Spirit. Like, Captain Spirit seemed like an escape for Chris to get away from his dad. So he says hello, and we are fishing now that summer's here. We do a lot of stuff outside now. All the snow is gone. You should come back to see Beaver Creek without the snow. I'll be waiting for you, Chris and Captain Spirit. We need to save Beaver Creek from swamp bugs. Alright. I wasted... Oh, no, I can waste more time.
Salvation lies ahead. What? Wow. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh, his notebook. Okay. So Joey isn't an active participant in crime. Unless he hid a gun in that notebook. No, he just hid a drawing of a gun.
I know I fucked Daniel over. Again. And now he's gone. Where would he hide out? A 10-year-old by himself? Out there? He must
Also,
go back to Seattle.
I'm not aware of a...
Too far.
I'm not aware of hospital etiquette to the point in which I would understand why the buttons are on the back of the vest.
If he tried to hook up with Claire and Steven, they would have definitely told me.
Would they?
Or the cops.
Would they?
Wait. What's that? Super Wolf. Huh?
Hmm.
Does that mean... It means that Daniel's with Jacob somewhere? He's safe?
Huh.
I could see him again.
Had a few beers. Daniel's asleep same night every night. He wants to train more, but we don't have time. Sean, I borrowed a blanket and a few other things from your tent. We'll give them back to you when we come looking for your Superwolf comic. It's waiting for you. Huh. That is still an excellent drawing of Cassidy. Am I looking for...
Haven Point, Nevada.
Okay, he's a little bird. He lives in some religious commune from Haven Point, Nevada. Looks fine here. Free? Ah.
I gotta get to him.
So at some point, Daniel must have accessed
Find a
that
way to
notebook.
escape. Tonight.
Under the cover of darkness. Sacred Hope Hospital. All right. It is clearly a religious hospital, considering the cross out there.
This whole hospital's so quiet.
Now the thing is, I would imagine I would need...
Find a way to get the hell out of here.
I would need clothes.
Nada.
Because I'm very... I'm not very inconspicuous in this outfit.
Maybe I could, rig a decoy Sean in the bed.
Okay. I mean, I suppose it's better than nothing. Where is he storing the bed sheets? Let's see how well this works.
That looks so fake. But it might work for a second.
Hmm. Alright, so there's the guard.
There must be a way to leave this room without alerting anyone. This one isn't screwed in. I could pull it off, but it's gonna be loud.
Hmm. Can I flush the toilet to make noise? Can I do something to make noise? Hmm.
I should close these, so nobody sees me sleepwalking away. Can I have some privacy, please?
Hmm.
Need a superhero to open that shit.
Because it's blocked by whatever that is?
Hope my last view of this world isn't this window. One stupid car. And I'm out of here.
All right.
I could climb down the side of the building. Or die trying.
Sounds like an excellent plan.
It's dead tonight. Works for me.
Okay, I don't have too many options. I probably can't just open the door. Can I...
Joey could probably distract the guard dog.
And then I won't necessarily have to worry about grabbing the grab bar.
She could just walk out. Sweet dreams, my friend. Maybe I can trick him. Say I need an aspirin or something.
Nah, but then he'd probably just say use the call button.
My backpack has got to be somewhere around here.
And I'll need that before I leave.
Pretty sure the scaffolding leads into this room.
Okay, so I have choices. I could try the grab bar and maybe knock out the guard. I could try Joey and have him distract the police, the guard.
Let's see. I just gotta get past that locked door and an angry guard. Maybe I could get Joey to help me. Would he get busted?
That's true. Would he get busted? Interesting. Find a way to escape. This is interesting. Although I find myself a little bit kind of like, what do I do? Okay, let's try the grab bar escape route.
Yeah, that metal bar isn't going anywhere.
And let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, what the hell are you doing in there?
That didn't actually make that much noise.
Nice job, Sean. Now the guard is awake and pissed off.
So if he's awake, I can line myself with the window.
Hey, sir. Hello.
Okay. What's wrong now?
Head hurts. I need aspirin.
That's a sad story, but I'm not a pharmacy kid.
I could trick him into coming in here and then knock him out.
I notice how both the B button for back and is the same as ambush guard. So if you're looking in the wrong direction, you're like, whoop, ambush the guard accidentally. But I'm going to ambush the guard. Or not? Okay. I feel this is unfortunate. This is an unfortunate bit of control issue. So I'm going to look at him, switch to the mouse.
Hey, hello?
There we go.
I need help. Please.
What? What's the matter, kid? Huh?
My head. It's killing me. I need help.
Hold on.
And now this is he a police officer or is he just a security guard?
Help if you're fucking with me.
Later on in the episode, it is revealed that he accidentally murdered the security guard. Didn't bring any keys with him. Like, he should have probably stolen the guard's keys. While he was down. Like, that would have made a little bit of sense. Maybe collect some medicine because you'll need it. I wonder if his depth perception is going to be affected by this.
That's Finn. No way.
Nope, don't talk to him.
Here.
Leave him alone. Screw him. Who cares? Also, you probably should have stolen the security guard's keys so you could take his car. Also, does this mean that driving is going to be a little bit more difficult? Oh. This door is conveniently unlocked. You know, it seems as though the only challenge in this episode has been just getting out of the hospital room because everything else... and because of his car knowledge, he was able to steal it. Everything else has been fairly simple. So I'm guessing he's going to drive until he runs out of gas. Whoa, nope. Okay. All right. That was a successful breakout. Although I would imagine, like, games like this, like they're not going to reach a point in which Sean has made a mistake and chosen poorly. Like, every choice you make is going to lead you farther down the plot. Every choice you make is going to be progress. Oh, you're falling asleep at the wheel, sir. It's the consequences of the choices that are the only ones that change. Now, is he going to crash the car because he's asleep at the wheel? That is a different story. But yeah, like the methods that I was given. Do I ambush the guard? Do I get Joey involved? None of, like, there isn't going to be a point in time in which one plan doesn't work. Because in order for the story to continue, Sean has to leave the hospital. Kind of like the whole robbery at Merrill's. In order for the story to continue as written, characters have to be moved from the camp. They have to be moved from the camp to Merrill's cannabis farm. So regardless of whether or not you choose to help out Finn, whether you choose to side with Cassidy, no matter what, you're going to end up on the... you can't just not be at the cannabis farm. It's your motivations for being there, and the eventual story consequences for being there. But like, I would imagine that breakdown has to happen though. when Daniel goes supernova, makes the whole place explode, that has to happen because that instigates episode 4. If he doesn't explode, then Sean doesn't get hit in the eye with a shard of glass. He doesn't end up in the hospital. So, like, I did find myself in a bit of, like, indecision as to what I wanted to do in the hospital in order to escape. But ultimately, the choices aren't as important as the consequences, because every choice will work. I'm trying to remember... Oh yeah, I just actually played through a game called Mean Streets, an older adventure game, where there are multiple ways in which your character can die. It functions on that gameplay level where your character can die, and you're forced to go back to, like, a checkpoint to... Okay, don't do that again, obviously. But you look at games like... I just had a realization. Can you fail at Life is Strange 2? Because you can fail in The Walking Dead. You can miss QuickTime events and die. In fact, there's even a sequence in which, like, you spend so long... Like on the train, if you decide to say absolutely nothing, that leads to a situation in which Lee gets killed by a zombified Kenny's kid. But I wonder if you can actually proceed through this entire game and fail every QuickTime event. And at the moment, I don't know, because I'm sure there might be some that you can, some that you can't. I don't know whether you just simply can't fail, like the ones against, like, the wolf, when the wolf attacks them in the snowy cabin. I'm not going to spend my time trying to see, because I want to get, like, the best ending. I want them to, like, to succeed at what they try to do. But...
Fuck. My eye's itchy. I should probably clean it before I doze off.
And we'll do that next time. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.